Hello everybody. So I'm gonna go find a secret hiding place someone told me about at the I'm trying to remember where he told me it was. It's at the National Cathedral, but he told me there was a secret garden somewhere, and I can't remember where. I might have to look at the email. It's a friend of mine. So this is my other invention. I just took a long Oh, I'm getting tired. I'm going up a hill. I'll have to talk to you later when I'm at the top of the hill, guys. I'm so out of shape. Okay, bye. Okay, there she is. So beautiful. I'm sitting here on a nice bench. See? Sitting here on a bench. I gotta rest. I came up this really tall hill. Anyway, look. I'm so tired of these masks. Can you guys hear me? Because the thing is, I take the mask off to talk, but, well, there are no people around. If there's no people around, I'll kind of move the mask down. Okay, so here's the first little garden that I'm seeing. I don't know if I'm allowed on the grass. I guess I am. Well, if someone yells at me, I'll get off. But I want to see what this rock says. It says, whatever it says. We'll read it later. This memorial was erected in 1907 by the Society of Colonial Wars in the District of Columbia to mark the road over which on April 14, 1755, a division of the British Army under General Braddock marched on its way to Fort Duquesne. Oops, was I filming it right? Okay. And here's a pretty garden. I don't know if this is the garden that guy was talking about, though. It's pretty. A lot of people without masks. I think, I'm not saying I agree with it. People are just going to people are going to just start slacking off. So you're going to stop wearing the mask. Even me, I've got my, scarf on, but I move it down all the time. It's uncomfortable. People are going back to normal life, and I don't know much about medicine, but I'm more of a kind of person that says, what's going to happen is going to happen. Just live your life, I mean, wear the mask, do what you can, but don't go overboard. If you're going to, of course, I believe in God, so it's easy for me. The limestone pinnacles were damaged in the August 23, 2011 earthquake here. The ground shook for less than a minute, but caused the 301-foot central tower of Washington National Cathedral to whip back and forth. Some of the 50-ton pinnacles, decorative points on the tower, spun like tops, and others fell onto the roof. Stone masons Joe Alonzo and Andy Uhl relocated the stones to the ground level with the help of a multi-ton crane above. It says, months of carving will be required to repair and replace these pinnacle stones. As an example, the larger stones from the central tower's southwest grand pinnacle displayed here will require a stone carver 32 weeks to recarve at an estimated cost of $60,000. To learn more, please visit the earthquake exhibition, Though the Earth Be Moved, located in the cathedral, which we can't see because it's closed. For the latest information on earthquake repairs and ways to contribute to the restoration fund, visit nationalcathedral.org. Okay, guess what, guys? Now, first of all, I just leaned on this metal thing. See, I didn't even realize it. I just leaned over, I took off my mask, I read, and my hand was touching that metal thing. Now, in a minute, I'll probably forget I did this. Those are the stones, by the way. I'm gonna touch my face, or it's, in my personal case, I really have nothing to lose. I don't wait, there's people. In my case, I really have nothing to lose if I get sick. I mean, I don't want to die, of course, but I want to live my life. I've been miserable my whole life. This is the first time, I find God, and now everything's closed. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to live my life and enjoy it. And if I get sick and die, I don't want to. I don't want to scare you guys, but I don't have kids. I don't have pets. I don't have anyone who depends on me. So it's not such a great loss to the universe if I pass away, and so I don't know how other old people feel or older people feel. I don't know what this thing is. But let me sit down. You know, come on. I care about others. They're saying, oh, well, it's not to protect you, it's to protect others. Okay, I am protecting others. I am wearing my mask when I go out. But protect your own children, your own family, too, and keep them home. I mean, we both got to do our part. I mean, I don't want to bring all that crap over here. I'm sorry, you guys. That's why I come over here to this channel. Oh, I put my mask on again. Forget this. I can't even. Let me get the shade. It's so comfortable. I want the world to go back to the way it was. And it probably never will. It'll get better. It'll definitely get better. But it's not going to be the same as it used to be. Anyway, let's hope. Am I still recording? I don't even know what I recorded and what I didn't, but if I didn't record it before, so we're miserable, but then we're really realizing what's important. You know?
I'm sipping a little bit. Hey,
oh.
When do you guys take a photo?
Oh, I thought he was mad at them. He was being nice. I thought he was mad at the person cutting across. You know, it's a happy day for some people in spite of all this. You know, cheer up, guys. I mean, I'm saying it to myself, too. Cheer up and try to... I mean, those of you who have food on the table and a roof over your head. I'm not talking about the people who are starving, who you know, lost their jobs. All that, that is miserable. And those of us who still have our job, we have no place to be complaining. And here I'm complaining to you guys. But I'm going to really try to stop complaining and look at the people less fortunate than me, who lost their jobs, who ran out of food in the food pantry, you know, and that $1,200 check that you all got, you don't need it, the ones of you who are working. If you did, okay, you need it. If you don't need it, donate that $1,200 to something worthwhile that will help people. That's kind of making me mad, too. I'm doing it. I'm not doing it all to one place. Like, whenever I see someone needs a little help, I give them like $100 here, $100 there. You know, $100 in one person's month can make a big difference, believe it or not. I didn't realize that when I was single, when I lived all by myself, maybe this must be the secret garden I stumbled upon. I don't know. I'm going to film it just in case. Too bad that thing's not working, the fountain. This is the All Souls garden. Oh my goodness, oh my gosh, I'm having an overwhelming experience right now. All we go down to the dust, yet even at the grave we make our song. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Oh, this is just lovely. This is the secret garden he's talking about. It has to be. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how beautiful it is. Some other people found the garden too. Oh no, everybody's finding it. I shouldn't have let them follow me. Oh, I'm just kidding. Let me go over here and film. Look, it's flowers, well manicured, and you can. The cathedral is enormous. It's enormous. Look at that. There's like no. Oh my gosh. I would love to live here. I would live here. I mean, assuming I'd still have all the people cleaning and keeping it nice. And I wouldn't have to. I would find myself a little corner somewhere in this cathedral, put a little bed, a little desk, and that's it. That's all you need, is just a little room somewhere, like I have now. But it'd be better if I could have a little room in here. Oh my gosh, there's got to be a little room I could rent. Oh, I'm dreaming. Well, those people went up in there, so I'm going in there because it's probably cooler. Now, imagine, guys, I am a little hyper. I will admit this. I have been enclosed since... When's the last time I went shopping for food? A few days ago. So I've been at least 3 days without leaving the apartment. I'm kind of a shut-in general. But, you know, I've been shut in so much lately. You know, not even going to work, because a shut-in in my case is I go to work and go home, go to work and go home. But I'm not even going to work. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm so happy. This makes me happy. See? If you're a little depressed, take a walk. It's a beautiful day. It's not raining. It was raining somewhere. It's nice and cool in here. I have my mask on again. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous it is over here. I'd forgotten I've been here before. But I'll tell you something else, guys. I used to live in Washington DC in the 1990s. Oh, the bird up there got a little mad. And I saw all the beautiful things in Washington. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take some pictures. This says Armed Services and Federal Ministries. Armed Services and Federal Ministries. I love wood. Wood and stone. Which is what this building is. I can't afford stone. I mean, to build a house with just stone, maybe brick. But I'm going to use the... it's always best to build local materials. So whatever's, available in that area. Anyway. Ooh, I've been going up and down some hills. Going up these hills is kind of... This is not even a hill. I mean, those of you who work out will be laughing. But to me, this is a hill. It's probably a slight incline to people who exercise. I just heard a crow. Crows look cool on cathedrals. I hear him. I'd like to see him. Anyway, here's the other side. I walked all around the entire cathedral. I guess the earthquake, they're doing some repairs for the earthquake. Well, there's some crows up there. Okay. That's kind of cool. But I can't really, they're too high up. I can't really film them well. Too high up, I can't film them well. But you see them flying around up there. Oh, I can't even, well, you see them, but you can't really see them. But I see them way up there. How close can I get? I can get closer, but as I get closer, it gets harder to keep the camera still. So I lost him again. Oh, and I'm just doing one-handed and... What is heck? Alright, anyway. Oh, it's getting warm. I don't know what the temperature is today, but... Oh God, I'm not even pointing the camera anywhere. Oh, look at that tree. It's got all kinds of holes in it. And animals live in those holes. It's a Magnolia grandifloria, a southern magnolia. I wonder if this is the garden that guy was talking about. But, oh, hey dear. Filming. I'm not talking to myself. Well, yeah, so I... Okay. Okay, thanks. I mean, I actually do talk to myself, but I try not to do it in front of people. Okay, and then over here we have the cathedral from the other side. It's the parking lot to the side of the cathedral. So, well, you see, that's the thing. When in these times, now some of you weren't maybe even alive when September 11th happened, but this is kind of how it felt the days after, in the few days after. Then it got really terrible, but like the first few days after, the Twin Towers fell, I mean, even up to a month, if I recall correctly, everybody loved each other. Nobody was fighting. We were united as a country, blah, 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 It's a nice feeling, though, and there's nothing wrong with being patriotic. There's nothing wrong with being patriotic and continue improving your country. We've got a lot of horrible things going on, but, be the positive side of things. There's enough negative people, and it's the positive people who get things done. I don't mean positive, fake positive. You don't need to be fake, but whatever situation you see, no matter how ridiculous the positive side is, no matter how ridiculous, get accustomed to finding the positive in every single thing that happens to you. Like that. I could never have a car like that. That's a negative thing. But I'll never get carjacked. You see, it's kind of like, I know it doesn't sound right at first, but you train your mind to do that, and suddenly the world starts to look a little better. And then sometimes you do see the positive side and you say, oh, actually, that one was actually not bad. Let's find another situation. Okay, I never have kids. I never had kids. Look at that beautiful little girl. Now, in 2 minutes she'll be throwing a temper tantrum. Oh, a crow. I've been wanting to have a crow friend, but I've heard that if you're nice to crows, they start bringing you gifts. So I've always dreamed of having a crow friend bring me little presents from his travels. They fly all over, and that would be awesome. But to get friendly with a crow, I've heard you gotta start putting big food out on your backyard or whatever. You gotta put like peanuts, big unshelled peanut even. Little birds won't take it because it's too big. So squirrels will come maybe, or, bigger birds like crows and stuff. So if I ever get a backyard again, there was a little crow hanging around my ex-boyfriend's house when I was living there. And I toyed with the idea, but he wasn't too interested. I never put out the food that I read you're supposed to put out to attract them. All right, so there's the giant just up the street. I'm about, I'd say 7 blocks from the giant. I'm closer to the cathedral. And then the other direction, there's a Whole Foods, which is farther, but I might eventually start going there too. I've been trying, now that I'm earning better and I can afford it, I've been trying to buy the organic food that's not mean to animals, which is more expensive. So it's hard to be nice to animals when the food that you have to buy is so expensive, but I'm doing it now that I can. When I was, living in my parents' garage, and the rare times I went shopping, I would buy the cheapest thing. But anyway, go here. And I'm thinking, what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you guys how to make yogurt. That's interesting. It's easy. You just have to be patient because it takes at least an overnight, But let's do that. Okay, and this is the block of the giant.